Hello guys, welcome to JHOL-WOL. In this video you're going to learn how to use R and Rstudio interface, how to run R commands, create object and write your own functions. So let's begin now. You need to first understand what is Rstudio is all about. So for example, to simulate a pair of dice, you will have to distill each die into its essential features. You cannot place a physical object like a die into computer, well, not without unscrewing some screws, but you can save information about the project in your computer memory. Which information should you give? In a general, the die has 6 important pieces of information. When you roll a die, it can only result in one of the 6 numbers, mainly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. You can capture the essential characteristics of die by saving the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 as a group of value in your computer's memory. Let's work on saving these numbers and then consider the method of rolling our dice. Before you can ask your computer to save some numbers, you all need to know how to talk to it. That's where the R and Rstudio come in. Rstudio give you the way to talk to your computer, or give you language to speak in. To get started, open Rstudio just as you would open any other application on your computer. When you do, the window should appear in your screen just like this. This window seems very ordinary. Okay guys, and then let's do some basics. The Rstudio interface is simple. Type R code into the bottom line of the Rstudio console pane here, and then enter and run it. So for example, oh by the way, this is a similar command prompt like SQL and other CMD, so you can just run the sample code, sample 1 plus 1. If you hit the button enter, you will get the output as 2. You will notice that 1 appears next to the results. R is just letting you know that this is begin with the first value of the result. Some command returns more than 1 as a value, and the results may fill up the multiple lines. For example, the command is similar to 100 colon 300 for example, and just enter. Okay, so you can see this, it is showing the sequence from 100 to 300. so this is not one line answer, but it is a many line answers, multiple line answer you can say. So the plus operator returns the integer, the two integer addition. It is similar to the any other basic maths. So, and if you type anything like 5 minus and enter, so you are seeing displaying the plus prompt, which means it is waiting for you to type and rest of your command, either finish the command or hit the escape to start over. So here I am going to enter again and fill 1 and then put X. So you can see the result, 5 minus 4, 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. So if you type a command that R doesn't recognize, R will return an error message. If you even see an error message, don't panic. R is just telling you that computer didn't work. Okay, so it can be like 3 modulo 5 and just enter the error message, unexpected line in 3 or 3 modulo 5. So once you get the hang of the command line, you can easily do anything in R that you would do the calculator. For example, you could do anything, any plus minus, any multiplication, division, you can do anything. So you can see how basic commands also can be done here. Did you notice something different about this code? I have left out the greater than command in first. This will make the code easier to copy and paste if you want to put in your own console. R treats the hashtag character hash in a special way. R will not run anything that follows the hashtag online. This makes hashtag very useful for adding the comments and annotation to your code. Humans will be able to read the comments, so you can add the hashtag and write anything. This is intro video of R. So here you can see there is no execution. It is very simple. Anybody from background IT background, we can understand this. And you can do anything which you want similar to this. Then we will go ahead and just check how to create an object. R let you save data by storing it inside the R object. So what's an object? Just a name that you can use to call up a stored data. For example, you can save data into the object similar to this 1. If you hit enter, that means 1 is stored into A. So if you type A and hit enter, you can see the value of A. So this is called A is an object. So this is how you can create object. To create an R object, choose a name and then use the less than symbol and then follow by minus symbol to use data into it. The combination looks like arrow. R will make object, give it your name and store it in whatever follow the arrow. Okay, when you ask R what is in, it tells you on the next line you can use your object in R command to, since a previously stored the value of 1, you are now adding 1 to 2. So far, another example, the following code will be like 1:6 object name. So let's see, it is similar to this. So when you create an object, the object will appear in the environment panel. And let's create object for this. Let's create die 1:6. So you can see it gets stored into the die. So we can type the name of this object and we'll get the address. Okay, so entire data is been shown. So you guys seen how simple is this? Okay, then R also understands the capitalizations or in case sensitive. So name will refer to the different objects. That means, for example, I'm creating this as 1 and just create a name and is equal to 2. Let's see if the case sensitive it is or not. Let's type 1, it should come as a 1. So and if you type a name, it will come as a name. You can see R is a case sensitive as well. You can also see which is object name you have already used. You have the command ls which tell you all the functions. These types of objects you can see. This is very useful when you are working on large data set, so that you can see what object you have used and what object has stored what data. Okay, and then you can do anything similar to this, just going forward. Now we will see how to create functions. R comes with many functions that you can use to do sophisticated tasks like random sampling. For example, you can round a number with the round function. Round, which is basically, if you are from any IT background, you have already worked on this round function. Round function, you can just add 3.5, so it will give you the round of function the 4, because it is less than 3.5. So and a factorial. You can easily find factorial of any number 15 and you will give you, okay, I just typed the wrong spelling. Factoration should be factorial of 5, see, to 120. So you don't have to write hardcore code for anything. There are already many types of codes and functions already defined in R, so you can just use without any tension. Mean, max, anything, mean, max function. $20 is a max. This way you can use any kind of max function. So there is an R function that can use to roll the die. You can simulate the roll of the die with the R sample function. Sample takes 2 argument, a vector named x and the number named size. Sample will return size element from the sample vector. So let's do this. Sample x is equal to, it will show you the structure, you can say syntax of this function sample. You can just write anything you want between this comma. X is equal to 1, size is equal to 2. You hit enter, you get 2 and 3. Okay, so sample size is 2, 3. This way you can use that to roll your die. You can get number back. Sample one element from it, you will get a new number for each time you roll it. Many R function takes multiple arguments that help them to do their job. You can also give functions as many arguments as you like, as long as you separate each argument with the comma. You may have noticed that I set a die and I1 equal to the name of the argument in the sample. So you can just see this example for that. Okay, go ahead and create one other writing own functions. You can write your own functions. For that you need any kind of first you need to define the object. You can define any object, sample object for now. Don't have to use any semicolon or anything like that. So dice sample die size is equal to 2, comma, replace is equal to true. Hit enter, and then sum dice it's equal to 5. You can see the output. This is the writing on function. For writing your own function, there is a syntax for it. You can write my function. This is the name of your function. You can write anything. Then you have to write function and then give parenthesis, then curly braces. You have to open the curly braces. You have to open the curly braces and then write die one to 6 to 6. Roll. You can write this function Then you can write die, and you can give this 126, then enter. Dice, its sample die size is equal to 2, comma replace. So you need to write this replace is equal to true. That means you can replace this value if you want anytime. Sum is a die. This is a very simple aggregation function. You can just write enter. Now you have to just write the name of the function. My name of the function is a role. See here, the whole function gets stored into this role. To just enter this, you get the function code for all this. If you write the role only, you will get the full code for the function, and if you write the like this, then you get the answer for this. So 7. Can think of the parenthesis as a trigger that cause R to run the function. If you type in the function name without the parenthesis, R will show you the code that is stored inside the function. If you type in the name with the parenthesis R will run that code. So you can see that in the output. Okay, then for this video this is enough. You can practice out all these codes by your own. You can add anything you want, and you can comment below for any query or any tips. Please like and subscribe this video and subscribe our channels. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.